Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Well, when Circle Center Mall opened in downtown Indianapolis in 1995, it was viewed as a savior of sorts for a downtown crippled by a retail exodus. Indeed, the mall, which was years in the making, proved to be a critical part of Indy's well-documented downtown renaissance. Now, nearly 25 years later, mall owners have outlined what some suggest is a long overdue renovation plan in the wake of store closings and the loss of another anchor store, Carson's. But is this facelift enough? For some answers, let's turn now to Cushman and Wakefield's Executive Director, Bill French, and the Associate Director of the Center for Education and Research and Retailing in the Kelley School of Business, John Talbot. And gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Welcome.
Bill, I'll start with you. The news this week, around midweek, came out, multi-million-dollar facelift to really change the look and the feel of Circle Center. Your take on developments?
I'm so excited. This is the time to repurpose and redevelop the mall. Downtown's on such a roll, perfect timing.
Is it enough? I mean, you're going to make it look nice and pretty, but there's a lot of publicity, a lot of attention on the Carson's leaving, some other stores leaving. Is a facelift enough?
I certainly think it is, because there is such a good location. So many opportunities for a lot of new retailers and new restaurants to come to the marketplace. Circle Center is where a lot of people want to be.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you in a moment about some of the potential replacement tenants that might be coming. John, as you look at the changing demographic downtown, when the mall opened, there certainly weren't many people living downtown.
Right.
Convention business continues to be, and even to a greater extent, a big piece of business downtown. But as you look at the demographic on what the mall might become, does it take into account folks living downtown?
Well, I would think that this is an opportunity, as Bill suggested. Retail is evolving, and the nature of the entities that occupy shopping centers are changing. And it used to be that folks were entertained by purchasing an object. Today, they're entertained by maybe going to a really nice restaurant, or by working out in a gym, or some other shopping for a Tesla vehicle. Yeah. So malls are really changing and evolving. The other purpose is just with a population that lives downtown, maybe there's an opportunity to serve them ways that could be useful.
John, as we were talking off camera, you kind of hinted or suggested that the Carson's departure in some ways could be viewed, you know, as a positive or as an opportunity to really change the dynamic of the mall.
Yeah, malls are always evolving, and fortunately, this mall is operated by an entity that has the financial wherewithal to be able to invest. And so as you know, malls tend to operate in chunks, people's preferences are changing continuously. So sometimes things like this give us an opportunity to catch up to changes in preferences.
All right, Bill, take a stab at what you could see happening. As we were again talking off camera, you see a very different mall maybe taking shape. Take a look or give us your thoughts on the Carson space, that first level there, what might happen there, and then maybe up above.
You know, the first level of the Carson space, certainly I'd love to see a new retailer coming in and selling suits and ties, but that's just not necessarily what's going to happen. I could really see this being divvied up for 3 really top-notch restaurant operations not doing business in Indianapolis today. Could drive a lot more foot traffic and a lot more sales volume out of the mall. Upstairs, we could see office, we could see a multi-family component. Could be condos, could be apartments, even possibly a hotel.
As you look at the owners, Simon Property Group, obviously the biggest mall player with significant roots here in Indianapolis, does that make a difference in what this mall becomes in terms of the level of investment and interest and that kind of thing?
Absolutely. Simon has connections throughout the country, throughout the world, and they put those to work every single day, and they're putting them to work right now to bring new people into the mall.
John, as you look at, again, the evolving nature of malls, and you kind of layer in the e-commerce factor and all those kinds of things, does the fact this is an urban mall, a downtown mall, make it different at all in terms of what this needs to become? Does the focus on entertainment and restaurant and some other things become maybe more necessary in an urban mall like this?
Well, I agree with Bill. I think a mixed use case where there is some office, maybe some residence, coupled with places to eat, tends to make more sense in urban environments. And you know, I'm familiar with Bellevue Square Mall out, which is growing into sort of an urban area, and they have a circle of hotel development, a lot of high-end residences that are opportunities there. And so I agree with Bill. I think that a mixed use case makes a lot of sense in this particular situation.
As we wrap up, Bill, what can you see as a timeline, or how long could you see these renovations taking place and at the same time backfilling in with some new tenants?
The good thing is there's a lot of demand right now, so people are already ready to hit the gas and go. But generally, commercial transactions can take 12 to 18 months to put together, so we may not see the fruits of all the activity until sometime in 2019.
All right, we'll be following up, I'm sure, in between now and then. Bill French from Cushman and Wakefield, John Talbot from the Kelley School of Business at IU. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.